Oh, my.
You suck out, donkey. No way you can beat me with skill, so you have to suck out like a donkey.
From this to this.
There's a 7. Ballon is gone.
Poker is all but mind games. Some can handle the way things go, others don't. Those moments are what make poker interesting. When things get heated because of bad beats, though, the tension rises through the roof. Take a look at some of the most heated bad beats ever recorded in poker history.
You just don't know how bad I run in poker.
How did it come to this?
Pass. Pass.
Paul Kemsley, who just sat down at the table about 50 minutes ago, has already lost almost half of his stack. He seems to be hemorrhaging money out of anywhere he can, and I think they're all circling, hoping to get some of it. Eric Seidel, who just got a large chunk of it last hand, has just raised it up.
As you can see, the game started pretty much calmly.
And wow, he's raised it up with pocket aces. Eric Seidel, a 7-time World Series of Poker bracelet winner. Maybe this is why he gets him. He gets aces all the time.
Well, he's got a customer. It's Mike Matusow. And that is a great start for Mike Matusow.
And you notice how, once again, a great player here. He's going to bet right into the razor.
At this point, Matusow was still sitting calmly on his spot, probably thinking about his next move.
Real scary board out there. Obviously, there's a flush draw out there. There's a straight draw out there. And if you're in Seidel's spot, what does Matusow have?
I raised.
Seidel's going to raise it up here.
No, I'm out. Sorry.
Now, how does Mike play it?
If he pushes here, he could lose himself a customer. If he flat calls and the turn card doesn't pair the deuce and nothing scary comes, we could have a monster.
I raised.
Obviously, a lot of cards can kill action, though, and he's going to re-raise it right away. He doesn't want a spade to come off, a jack to come off, a 7 to come off to kill his action.
This was the part where things weren't looking good for Matusow.
We raised it. And there were 25.
Seidel's really got to decide right now, am I committing myself to this pot or not? Matusow, phenomenal player. He's capable of making a big semi-bluff. We know that.
I'm on.
Yep, Seidel moves all in.
This is going to be the biggest pot we have seen so far.
Unbelievable, $154,000.
I can give you insurance if you want.
I'll tell you what I'll do.
You want me to give you insurance?
This is what I'm going to do. Hold on 1 second. Will you please hold on a second?
Insurance for you. What have you got insurance?
Hang on 1 second.
As you may have noticed, Mike is becoming irritable. Until...
All right, just go. Forget it.
One time.
Let's go. One time. 7.
And there's the turn. Turn 7 of diamonds. And the river. And the river's a 7. I cannot believe it. Pocket ace is going to win it there.
I want to do something.
And Matusow is going to lose it there. I cannot believe it. Seidel catches running 7s to make a bigger 2-pair, and he is going to win $154,000 there.
You just don't know how bad I run in poker. Lost $150,000 pot.
The storming from the table and mumbling his displeasure are definitely indicators of his heightened emotions.
Matusow there, you heard him say it, heard him even say it, you know how bad I run, and you can just look at him fuming there.
I got Eric Seidel to put in all his money with 1 pair, $75,000 on the flop. I flop top 2. I'm running 7s. And I'm trying to get insurance. They go, are you crazy? You're such a huge favorite. And I said, you don't know how bad I run in poker. I want to get insurance on this hand. You don't know how bad I run. I told you guys how bad I run in poker. Nobody knows but me.
And he isn't done.
You guys just think I play bad.
But Mike,
I'm the unluckiest player in
I told you I
poker.
could give you insurance. You could have been safe. You could have been on a free roll. No, but I could have put Mike on a free roll.
Mind you, Mike Matusow was neither the first nor the last poker player to have an outburst after losing. Take a look at this. After Mariano opened to $500, Charles 3-bet to $2,000, and Andy Stacks cold-called from the big blind.
Andy is the best.
Andy might be the best, but Mariano's got King 10 suited.
The what? The 5?
Play the bike.
Charles 3-betting.
No anymore.
Andy's got ace 4.
I don't know.
Could we see a cold 4-bet? No, he's going to call, though. Mariano's going to 4-bet, though. Charles calls.
And someone followed suit.
Andy may be considering something.
Good call.
He just calls. $27,000 in the pot. Diamonds are cheap. Do we get a potential diamond flop? Oh, no!
Now, that's crazy.
We've got a straight flush against a nut flush. I cannot believe this. I've never seen anything like this in my life. Mariano, in a 4-bet pot, has flopped a straight flush. And Andy with the ace-high flush.
If that isn't interesting, who knows what is?
Mariano started this hand with about $300,000.
35.
Mariano bets $8,000 and just got raised. Imagine having a straight flush and getting raised.
To say that this hand is intense would be an understatement.
Mariano on the right side of your screen, right there, has flopped the straight flush in a 4-bet pot.
And so, with $97,000 in the pot,
Board does not pair. It is a 4th diamond out there.
120.
120.
And Andy just bets $120,000. Mariano moves all in.
Andy responds with a call.
Andy calls and shows him the ace.
Oh my God.
$611,000 pot, and Mariano can't believe it. We've seen that before.
Despite this, he just sits there, as if unable to comprehend what just happened.
Open. No. Open 3 bet. Open 3 bet. 4 bet.
Who has the straight flush? Mariano?
Hey, nigga. Open. 3 bet. Call 3 bet. 4 bet. Call 4 bet.
Wow.
In the end,
You run pretty good.
When you 4 bet with this and so this flop.
You run pretty good, an understatement. Mariano flops a straight flush. Andy flops the ace-high flush. It all goes in on the river. $611,000 pot.
All right. 1, 2, 40, 50.
Headed over to a man who was playing 1-3 a couple of years ago. Just unbelievable.
listen to this.
I mean, the flop a flush over a flush is one thing. Straight flush.
Same pot.
2-card straight flush
Same situation.
against the ace-high flush. Just unreal.
Overall, against a huge bet, Mariano jammed pretty quickly, and Andy did not take too much time to call. This is a mega cooler, but if any player is good enough to find a fold here, it's Los Angeles cash game legend Andy Stacks. If Andy took his time, he would almost certainly find a fold. Instead, Andy lost a $600,000 pot to Mariano, and Mariano's mega heater on HCL was fully underway. While this has been pretty interesting, there are more intense ones, and quite mind-blowing too. Sammy Farha versus David Williams. Both players have earned their spot in poker history, with prestigious accolades and massive career wins. But even for these two seasoned veterans, this particular hand took an unexpected and brutal turn.
David with Queen 6. Limps in on the button. Sammy with Queen 10 suited. He raises to 7,000.
Take the button. Take the button.
David calls.
Again, we're seeing those raises a little bit bigger than most of the other players in this field out of Sammy.
It didn't take long before
Queens full for Williams, and he's gonna get action because Sammy flopped trip queens.
Uh-oh.
Sammy bets 4,000 and Williams calls. 4 clubs on the turn.
Sammy picks up an irrelevant flush draw, and both of these guys are checking it.
Check, check. And the 3 outer on the river. Sammy makes queens full of 10s.
Wowzers.
He bets 15,000.
What's interesting is,
David flopped the whole wide world, and Sammy caught up on the end.
with Sammy now holding an unbeatable full house, he controls the hand effortlessly. Meanwhile, David is sitting on a lower full house, a hand far too strong to even consider folding. With that, the trap is set, and David is unaware that there's no escape from this cooler of a hand.
This could get nuclear. This is all pageantry by Sammy Farha.
Always.
The nuts versus the second nuts.
Sammy raises.
Some all in.
David goes all in. Sammy calls and shows him the unbeatable hand. David's eliminated.
Wow.
With the river card falling, Sammy Farha hits the only full house that devastates David Williams. It's a classic cooler, where Williams, holding what was an unbeatable full house on the turn, suddenly finds himself crushed by Farha's better one. It's a hand that's as shocking as it is rare, and a reminder that no matter how good you are, poker always has the power to surprise you when you least expect it. The same thing applies to this next game.
Now back to our featured table. A couple of big personalities, a couple of big men sitting next to each other, Helmuth and Ballant. There is Russia's Sarkis Akopian, 10-9 offsuit.
Nice. And nobody raised yet?
Another raise from the Russian player. Makes it 16,000. Action folds over to Ballant. Ballant with ace-queen offsuit. In a small blind.
I'm going to raise.
Here's what you need to know about Bear.
Jean Robert had a 9-1 chip lead heads up looking for his first bracelet just before the main event, but Matthew Graham beat him.
Regardless,
I'll play all my chips.
And Ballant is going to move all in with ace-queen. Big blind Phil Helmuth folds. So back to Akopian now. He'll need just over 66,000 to call.
Yeah, blue. Blue 7. Get it. Blue 13. Cool.
And a call from Akopian quickly.
Motley 10-9 will call him.
Wow.
I'm blessed. Oh, God.
Did I not raise it up? No!
you can just see that Balande is overflowing with energy. To which Akopian responded with,
I win. I do need a double up, but man, I don't even understand.
We talk a lot about the landmines the pros have to dodge in the main event. Here's one.
I love the call, but I'm not very lucky in these kind of situations. Oh, man. Bill, what's going on here? Don't send me home with the 10-9. Please don't send me home with the 10-9.
Don't get Phil started on this type of situation.
As he said,
mathematically, I don't know if that was a correct call.
Mathematically, it's not an awful call.
I knew you were strong, John.
Of course I was strong, but strong or not, 10-9?
All right, 10-9 against Balant's ace-queen. And there's an ace.
Yes!
John Robert loves the call now.
Baby. Come on. No jacks, please. No jacks and no sevens.
He continued with his hopes for a better hand.
No jacks, no sevens, and I don't need any more pairs.
No jacks, no sevens, and he doesn't need any more pairs.
Deuce ball.
It's a 6.
That's the card I'm talking about.
Not over yet, John Robert.
Did I tell you that you look very handsome today, sir?
John Robert, he can still hit a 7.
Akopian with a straight draw.
Balan thought it was over. Almost, Jean Robert.
Jean Robert, ladies and gentlemen.
You know it's a fun table when the players around it are as easygoing as this bunch.
Bye-bye.
Akopian thinks he's going to hit the 4-outer.
Don't do it to me like that. That would be ugly.
Akopian needs a 7 for a straight to knock out Jean Robert.
River card. Oh! It's a 7!
The collective sigh was comical, but that also meant
Balant is gone.
Thank goodness it wasn't Phil.
Oh,
God.
He came back from China for this?
God.
He does make his first main event cash, but he's not happy about that right now.
That was the sickest, dude.
No. Maybe we'll bring Jean Robert back for main event All-Stars.
What a way to go.
that is indeed a great way to end. But that's definitely the end of intense poker situations. Watch this for more.